So hello guys, today we'll be treating HTML form. So HTML form is an element used in creating like forms for elements and for in HTML. So let me show you an example of a form with styling. Let me show you. Let's get an example of a form. So as you can see in this HTML code, we have our form, this contact me form. The contact me form has um, my name, my last name, my email, my password, date of birth, country, and the sign up button. Then it has this clickable buttons here. What we call this is radio buttons. I'll still be teaching you that. Then we have this one, this clickable one that you can check. This one is also called the checkbox, and we have this one here. This one is called the text area. We'll still be treating all these. So that's the HTML form. So we can create this one with HTML, an HTML element called HTML form. So HTML form is denoted with the form tag. HTML form is denoted with form tag. So in this HTML form, you now put all the information you need. You need to collect both the username, the last name, and the phone number, all those things you need to collect from the user. You put them in the HTML form so you can display it like this. So everything here from this side, from this what is your name to about yourself is all inside the HTML form. So to actually create something like this, so as you can see they are separate. We have what is your name is ending it as a box. You have birds your own separating it as a box. You have types of food separating scarcity separating. We use the element called field set. So once you have different like sets of questions you want to ask in a particular form, you use field set to separate them. So HTML form element has like two key important attributes. The first the first attribute that is very important here is the action attribute. Okay, so let's go to our note attribute. So the action attribute specify where the form will be submitted. So if you are submitting your form, any link you put there between those two quotation mark specifying where the form is submitted. So here in this once I click on this and let's say I put things here, uh, this action attribute will specify where my form is being submitted. So if I should put this thing, it depends on where I want to put it. It used to be the back end or something like that. So I don't put anything here because we are not dealing with back end, we're dealing to the front end. So this specifies where your form information will be submitted. Then we have the second attribute called method. So, this is a very important uh, attribute. Yeah, it's a very important attribute. It has two main types: the get and the post. So I might not be using an example to do this. So what the okay, see, you can see what the get method does. Let's say you submitted your form. Okay, I'll let me just create an easy form. Let's just say, well, so don't mind what I'm doing here. I'll still be teaching about these elements that I'm using here. So don't stress yourself. I'm taking them one by one so you can understand it. So also you have, so let me go and refresh so I can see what you have done. This is just simple form. As you can see what I told you, I use the field set to put it in this form block format. So this is a submit button. So I'm trying to explain the get and the post methods and types of methods. So basically what the get method does is anytime you submit your form, let's say I put in information in, once I click on this submit, it's going to come to this URL. All the information I put in the form is going to come to this URL and paste all of them here. So let's click on the submit button. As you can see, I put my name, first name here as Gabriel, and last name here as Gabriel. So that's what the get method does. But the post method does not allow this, does not display it in the URL. So if I should go and refresh, and I should do submit this. So the thing is still there because of the previous one I've done. So I'll just remove it and refresh it. And submit. As you can see, it's not showing on the URL again. It's still the normal URL that is there. So that's the difference between both of them. So the get method, as you can see, it displays the information on the URL, which is sometimes dangerous for um, some websites because you can expose your information. So you don't use the get method when you're submitting your form so that you will not expose your information. If you want to put personal information or unique information or information not exposed in a form, you don't use the get method when you are submitting it area you use the post method. So note this, it's very, very useful. So you divide form sections by using field sets. If you want to name each section, so let's say if you want to name each section, you use the legend um the legend tag. So calling these names. So if you want to name each field set, you use the legend. Once you're done using your legend um, tab to name it, then you can now come under and put all the information that you want to, or you now start putting your form elements and styling it, and yeah, styling or putting it. So if I show reference, as you can see here, we have the names there as the legend. So this is the legend. So in our next class, at least this one I can explain very well. So in our next class, I'll be treating label and input, and also taking in on some um, input attributes that we can use that are very, very important. So you get yourself ready and practice this one. You can practice this, and in the code you see, you practicing it even though you don't understand, practice it. Maybe in the next class, the next video, you get to see more about it and you understand it. So